You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. So episode three picks up exactly where episode two stops with Benaya telling Nicole um how he feels like Sam is not there for the right reasons. He feels like Sam is there for fame and not love. I expected him to go deeper and go into detail of what he meant and what he overheard Sam saying, but he didn't. And I kind of feel like he kind of ruined things for himself by not going into detail. She told him to trust her with the information. I don't feel like she would have told she would have told Sam what Benaya said or that Benaya said anything in at all. She just, like she did, asked him if he was there for the right reasons. But the way that he did it, it wasn't enough. Like I feel like Benaya keeps giving the bare minimum. It's never enough. Even in a situation where he tries to protect her, he isn't going the extra mile. Like it's not hitting the mark or whatever. And I kind of feel like it just kind of made her even more confused about him. I don't think that it clarified anything for her. And it really sucks because I feel like he is the better choice, but I feel like Benaya doesn't really know how to express himself. Um he struggles with his feelings and expressing himself and things like that. So I feel like he it really like counted against him, I feel. But she is basically confused. She doesn't know what's going on, what she should think, none of that. He said, he's saying now that he's leaving it in her hands, but like leaving what in her hands? Like you didn't really give her no information. Unless they didn't show us what he said, I don't understand what he means like it's in her hands now. What did you tell her? I don't really see nothing you told her that will make her change her mind about how things are. Like all you do is confuse her about you and not nobody else. And like when he's telling her how he feels, he's always beating around the bush. It's never a straight up I love you or I'm falling for you. It's I'm feeling these things that I can't name, and I get nervous. Like stuff like that. Like it's never clear about how he feels or whatever. So whatever, but she says that she's confused more, but the one thing she knows is Sam has been consistent, and I feel her. He's been a consistent one, even though I don't like Sam, and I feel like you can literally just tell that Sam is not there for the right reasons. He is so desperate. You can just tell, you can see it. And I don't know how she ain't even able to smell it on him, because I'm pretty sure he reeks of desperation. But anyway, it goes to Maria and Tom. Um, Maria is catching feelings. Like Tom is her one. Like she is ready to throw in the towel. I kind of feel like if she felt like she could propose to him, she probably would. I feel like a lot of women on this season probably would propose if they felt like they could. I feel like Nicole would have proposed to Benaya if she felt like she could propose. Demi would have been proposed to Oli. I feel like Maria would have proposed to Tom. Like I feel like they would have proposed if they could, or not necessarily if they could, because I don't feel like there's a rule that they can't. It's just traditional that men do it or whatever. But she talk about she's catching feelings. Like they talk about life as a married couple and like what life would be like if they were to get married to each other. Um, she is getting more invested, and she says that she hopes that he is too, that he feels the same way. She asks him if he has other connections, and he says yes. um she tells him that that he is her number one, and he says he doesn't have a number one yet. He said he's not ready to pick a number one, and he doesn't have one yet, which kind of confused me because in this same episode he chose. Well, he was about to. It ended. He was about to make a choice, but it ended before he did. But I feel like he was acting like he had all the time in the world. Like he got time to get ready. Like, what you mean you not ready to choose? She wasn't asking you to choose in the moment. She just wanted to know if she had competition really, and you answer her question. So it goes to Bobby and Jasmine, and like this is them meeting for the first time. Both of them are nervous, but I feel like they're excited. At Bobby tells Jasmine that she's stunning, and she calls him cute. Like the word "cute" is it doesn't hold the same weight as stunning. You could say you're so handsome or something. Cute to describe a grown man, absolutely not. But they hug and kiss each other. It seems like their feelings deepened when they met, and not necessarily that they said or did something to make me feel that way, but I could kind of just feel the energy that their feelings just deepened for each other. I do feel like they are physically attracted to each other. Um, Tom, no, Bobby gives Jasmine another beautiful speech. It was really cute. Like even though he already proposed to her, he like gave her a whole different speech and did it again. And of course she cries, and of course she accepts it. He tells her he's falling in love with her, and he's ready to spend the rest of his life with her. You could tell they really are feeling each other, that they really like each other. Um like it's cute. I like their relationship. I think it's really cute. I feel like Bobby was so enamored with Jasmine, and he was so physically attracted to her, or he is so physically attracted to her, that he would literally do anything for her. I feel like she literally can get what she want. Like he just seemed like he was ready to just spoil her. Like she is beautiful. I'm so lucky. Like she can have anything. Like Jeremiah, like whose name is it Jeremiah? You can have anything I got, all of me right on the spot. Na 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 na. His name Jeremiah, ain't it? Or am I tripping? Is that nigga named Jeremiah? I don't know. But it goes to Freddie and Catherine. She's happy she ended it with Oli. Freddie expresses how she makes him feel. She feels very lucky to have him. He asked her if she thinks love is blind. She asked him what he's trying to say, and he tells her he loves her, and she says she loves him too. And I thought it was so cute. Like he like, do you feel like love? I feel like Freddie is just so sweet, so sweet. I don't know if it's like too good to be true, or if that's how he really is. But he comes off as genuine to me. Like he seems genuine to me, and I like his laid back personality. Like he's just so cute to me. Um, so it goes to Demi and Ollie. She asks what he feels like they connected on. He starts naming a lot of things, and he like names like the vibe between the two of them, and how she makes him comfortable. Like she feels like home to him. Demi says she wants to connect with him more emotionally. She opens up about having endometriosis. Like she is um emotional about it while she's telling him. You could tell she was very nervous to open up. But Oli assures her that she's more than enough for him, even after she tells him her diagnosis. And he said her diagnosis doesn't change his feelings. Like, he still got feelings for her, and basically he supports her. Of course, this makes her cry because she was so nervous about talking about it, because she feels like most women, that if you can't give birth to a child, or if you have a hard time giving birth to a child, then you're not a woman. You're not doing your job as a woman. And it's a lot of pressure that is put on women. So I can understand why she feels the way that she feels and why she was crying. Oli says she's his future family. And I love the two of them so much. Like, I really hope that their relationship works out and they're able to like progress on the outside, because I really love them together. Um she says not being able to conceive naturally was her biggest fear. She also says that she thinks that she's falling for him. Nicole and Jasmine talk about Sam. Jasmine tells Nicole she feels Sam would fulfill her emotionally. Then they start like comparing notes, about the different things that he's said to them and like what they've talked about. And they see that a lot of the things that he said to them are the same. And Jasmine tells Nicole that she feels like maybe Sam is telling the truth. And I'm like, what truth? If he's telling you the same thing he's telling her, what truth are you talking about? I don't know, but Jasmine seemed like she was trying to talk Nicole into being with Sam. Like, that's the one for you. You need to choose him type of vibe. And I didn't like it. I didn't like how she was like pushing her into Sam's direction when Nicole really needed a friend to help her talk to help her talk through how she was feeling about Sam and Benaya. She needed somebody who thought logically about things and not just, I don't know, Jasmine either it seemed like she was either trying to make up for the fact that she broke it off with him, or I don't know, but it just seemed like she was pushing her toward him, and I did not like it at all. Um and then she tells her, like, you will know who's the right one for you. You will pick who's best for you, so you have to trust yourself. And that's all fine and good, but sometimes people need you to validate their feelings, even if they don't tell you specifically how they feel. Sometimes you could tell how a person feels and like what they really want and need in a certain situation without them saying it. But I kind of feel like she really needed a friend, somebody to tell her, like, if you feeling iffy about both of them, don't choose nobody. Don't just choose one because the other one is not available. Like, that doesn't make sense. I feel like she really wanted to be with Benaya, but because he wasn't saying the right things, she settled for Sam. Like I said in the last video, I'm not saying that I don't feel like she like him. I do feel like she likes Sam. I just still feel like she's settling for him if she's, chooses him. But who am I? So with Tom and Natasha, they joke and laugh about things, and he tells her she made his day yesterday. They both say that they felt something but don't know what it is. And Tom says he doesn't know if what he feels for her is sexual. Like, he's trying to figure out his feelings for her because they don't make sense to him. And I feel like he was struggling, and he said he don't really know what his feelings for her mean, or if it's just something sexual. Tom and Maria is nervous about Tom's other connection. Tom says that he dreamed of her being on top of him. He feels they'd be sexually compatible, and it seems like he's sexually attracted to Maria as well. So it's kind of like you're sexually attracted to both of them. Is that it though? Is that it for both? Or do Maria satisfy a little more than just your physical needs? How can you be sexually attracted to somebody that, I don't know, I guess they are building an emotional connection, but have I been sexually attracted to somebody just by talking to them, like through the phone? I probably have. I probably have. But anyway, Freddie prepares to propose to Catherine. He's very nervous. When he goes into the pause, he gives her a nice speech. It's very sweet. It's a letter that he writes or whatever. He also reads this letter that he writes. I thought the gesture was so sweet. He tells her he loves her and asks her to marry him. Of course, she says yes while ugly crying. When Catherine knows that she can ugly cry something crazy, I swear. She knows she can ugly cry. She tells him she loves him too. Jasmine is talking to Nicole. Jasmine is talking Nicole off the ledge and says she can feel it in her bones. Like, I know you can feel it in your bones that, I don't know if she was saying Freddie specifically is the one, or you can feel in your bones who is the one for you. I don't know, but I don't know, it was giving weird. Um, Sam says he's going to fight for Nicole. Benaya says that he is going to propose to Nicole, but when he gets into the pods and like calls out her name, she doesn't respond to him, and he like keeps repeatedly calling her name and she never responds to him. So it shows her in the pods with Sam. Um, I kind of felt bad for her because you could tell she's stressed out. She's trying to make the best out of this experience with the two people that she had, and you could see that it's hard for her. Um, Nicole asks Sam if he's there for marriage or is he there for something else. Of course, he says he's there for marriage. He tells her to trust him, trust me, trust me, trust me, a million times, and I don't trust him. I don't trust him, and I don't feel like she should trust him. Somebody that keeps asking you to trust them is somebody that you should not trust. He claims he's only there because of her. She tells him she loves him, and he responds with, "No one's ever loved me before, and I need to be loved by someone." Never says he loves her back. He just says that, um, okay, he proposes to her, she accepts it. There was no speech. It was just, "Will you marry me?" And she said, "Yeah." He said no beautiful speech, nothing. None of that. It was just, "Will you marry me?" And she said, "Yeah." It was the weakest proposal I've ever heard. Um, then he says he thinks that he loves her, and you can see her whole like attitude change when she hears this. Cause it's like, you think, like, I said I actually love you and you think you love me. Um, she seems to be thrown off a little bit by that or whatever, but they say their goodbyes and they leave. He announces to the guys that they're engaged, and they don't even really seem happy for him. Of course, they like congratulate him and stuff, but they don't seem happy. I feel like they were waiting for Benaya and him to come back, and they wanted Benaya to be the one who was engaged, but that's not how it happened. Nicole finally goes to talk to Benaya. He tells her he cares about her. He says he wants to spend his life with her. He says that in his confessional. He's trying to tell her he wants to commit to her, but the words are not coming out. Nothing is really coming out, and like, he's not really saying anything again. She tells him Sam has her heart. He is saddened by the news. She says that she has to trust her gut, and she apologizes to him. He wishes her the best. She seems regretful. I feel like Nicole did something that she didn't want to do. And I feel like in a moment where she was like telling Benaya that she chose Sam, it wasn't genuine. it didn't feel genuine to me. It felt like she wasn't sure. And like she was waiting for him to give her a reason to change her mind. And it didn't happen. She goes and tells the girl that she's engaged. They asked to who, they say Sam. They seemed happy at first, but when she said who, they were like, okay. The guys console Benaya. While they're consoling Benaya, Sam is literally giving play-by-play of the proposal that he gave to Nicole, and some of it sounded like a lie. It was some of the stuff that he was saying was a lie. I didn't see. He was saying what he was saying and what we saw didn't align. Like he made it seem way more romantic, and it wasn't. It really wasn't. We placed our hand on the wall. She placed her hand on the wall, and like I said this, and then I asked her to marry me, but you didn't say nothing. You just said, "Will you marry me?" And she said, "Yeah." That was literally all it was. It was not special. Um, you could tell the guys don't really care for Sam like that, and you could tell that they were rooting for Benaya, but he was too little, too late, I guess. But you could also see the regret on his face, and you could see the regret on um Nicole's face. Catherine and Freddie finally meet. Catherine literally ugly cries when she sees Freddie, and I get it because he is fine, and I would have cried too. I would have cried as well. Cry for your man, girl. But she cries, they kiss, they hug. It's clear that the attraction is there. You can tell that they like each other or whatever. Um, they say that they love each other. Of course, he proposes again. You could tell that they were happy to meet each other. Demi and Natasha talk about their future with Tom and Oli. Natasha says, uh, Tom offers a love she's never felt before, and she thinks that he feels the same way. So they go into the pods, and Tom says they sit down, and like he's like telling her all of the things he like about her. Then he says, but, and pauses for like 20 minutes. Literally, she keeps saying, go on, or calling his name Tom. What were you saying, or whatever. He can't even get it out. And I feel like it's because he's about to break it off with her, but it went off right there. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. I thought that this episode it was a lot of moving parts to this episode. Like everybody was like making decisions and stuff like that, and like they were getting their proposals and meeting each other face to face. So I thought that episode 3 was pretty good. I hate that Nicole chose to go with Sam. I understand her reasonings for doing it, but I don't like it for her. Um, but I hope like we're wrong about Sam, and he's not a liar, and he isn't there for fame. Like he really does want to find someone, because she deserves somebody who wants to be with her, not somebody who is only being with her to be on TV, to be relevant. Because it's 2024. Don't nobody got time for that. Like that's some kiddie. To me, it's childish to be with somebody you don't like so you can get something from it. Like I don't get it, but people do it in real life. But let me know what y'all think about this episode of Love is Blind. Do you think Sam should have chosen Benaya? I mean, do you think Nicole should have chosen Benaya, or do you think Sam was the right choice for her? Um Also, what did you think about Freddie and Catherine's first like meetup? Um what else? Who's your favorite couple? Like just talk about the show and tell me how you feel about it in the comments or whatever. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. But thank you for watching this episode, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.